Woo! Look at this puppy. Damn. It's looking sick. Look at that paint job. That's rattle can, baby. Yep. Not too shabby. New fenders, new bumper. Just missing the old John Deere sticker. Thanks, Aaron, for not ordering that. Top shelf. Looks mint. Looks mint. Got the floor painted too. And it's just a shining. Never mind the rest of it, it's a little dirty. Looks good. That's not today's episode. Today we're working on Project Bert in the Twisted Side-by-Side Shop Edition, number 20, I believe. And we have some big plans, so it's gonna be tomorrow, but George and I think Dirk are coming over to figure this out. George is a mechanic by trade, and he said he'd help me with the wiring. He's very good with axles, and we're gonna work on the steering and get the drive shafts measured. So today I'm gonna work on, I'm gonna take these back tires off and put it on jacks, and we're gonna get that lined up. I mean, I think I have to tilt the axle even a little bit more. So I can do that. The front also needs to be tipped back a little bit, and yeah, we're gonna get that measured. I think I have a fuel tank in mind. Have two options. One is a 5-gallon that would sit here or on that side. Stainless. I don't know if I have enough height. That's one option. It's not my favorite option. Option two is to have one sit in here under the floor, but it can't be very deep because we're also going to be into hitting the axle. So I need to, we're going to talk about that tomorrow as well and see what his thoughts are there. I don't want to mess up this area for the other seat. Could put one back here, but that's kind of looks dumb. So could get an angled one. You could put one here. I was gonna build one, but like you can get them for 140 bucks, plastic or stainless. So I think that's the way to go. But today we're gonna work on more roll cage and some steps. So I want to build a V to strengthen this piece out. It looks really cool. I see it on a lot of bikes, not a lot of bikes, a lot of side-by-sides, and possibly get into making a step, because this is yeah, it's a little high to get into right now. So that's kind of gonna work on today. Here's the piece I was looking for. So make something like this, right into the center and out towards this brace there, which will add some more beefiness and look pretty cool. And yeah, work on the steps and the back axle. So that's kind of today's project. So without further ado, it's been 3 minutes already. Let's get at it, shall we? Weld, it's cut, fabricate. That's what I love to do. Good times. Oh, it just looks so good. Looks so good. You would never know that thing's like 18 years old and has almost 1,300 hours on it. And it was a farm rig before, so it's held a lot of stones. But she's looking pretty minty. Pretty minty. So, right on. Right on. Let's do this. Do it. Okay, so I got these cut to the right length. As you can see in the video there, I was going the wrong way. It's going this way. Thank God I just happened to look at him like, that'll be right where we look. And I had to go rethink that a little bit. So I'm going the opposite way now, the right way. So I marked on the bench how far, 10 inches apart, 5 inches off center. And I was just putting these together to get an idea of how much to notch out, because there's no really rules on this. So I thought I'd kind of start there, and then yeah, start there, and then I can get a piece of tubing and go across here to see where I need a notch there, because yeah, like I said, there's a lot of angles, and then this notch for the tube won't have to be quite as big. I don't want to get those as close as I can together. I'll just use the grinder. I really need to get, I wanted a battery powered, like portable bandsaw, that makes a lot of sense, bandsaw. They're so expensive, so I might get just a plug-in one. It's so handy to do these angles instead of using the grinder. The grinder is not exact. You can get the first line going, but then sometimes it dips. Could use my chop saw, which is right there, but it keeps, like I said before, it keeps blowing breaker, and I could just change breaker, but that's not how I roll. So anyways, I'm gonna put that in the vise and cut an angle or two. Okay, a bit of time's passed. Remember we just had that conversation about how I never screw up, never have to cut anything twice, everything's perfect. These are not my second shot at this. I swear. This is still my first shot. I did not measure them like 2 inches, inch and a half too short, and I did not cut the angles completely wrong. Way too aggressive. I didn't. I did not do that. This is still my first shot. I swear, and it's coming along pretty good here. So I got these do go together. It's hot. So I kind of got this end done, and I got to work on that end, but I'm wondering if I need to tack these kind of in place so I can put those up there to get the right measurements. So again, still on my first try here, and I'm nailing it my first try. Like, it's unbelievable. I blow myself away every time. Like, those are from something else. Those aren't from this project today at all. No, 100% first try, nailing it. So with that being said, I'm gonna get the welder and tack it together, and so I can move these kind of where it's supposed to go, and then I have this to go on here. Gives me a pretty rough idea. I could measure out my 10 inches and use this too. This all has to be pretty accurate, because I don't want to do it a second time. A second time, yeah. I definitely don't want to do it a second time, for sure. So I'll do it the first time, not a third time. I mean, second time. Yep, 100%. Let's do it. Well, it looks pretty freaking minty. It's got to go, the top's got to go that way, 1/4 of an inch, but I like it. It's not obtrusive. I was gonna go, it's supposed to be a little wider, but I got a little carried away with trying to get the notches right, so my welds would look very pretty good here. Nice tight tolerances. This one's a little aggressive, but up there's easily weld that in real nice, solid, no gobs. Oh, looks sick. I like it a lot. All the beef. Yep, that took a long time to get those, to make 2 of those exact same with like, you're more or less eyeballing. your notches because there's really no way of doing it properly. So you have the right notcher and yada yada yada. Who needs that crap? My eyeball is just as good as anyone else's. Yeah, mint. I like it. So we're gonna beef up the cage, beef up this front section because this is only it's only a 2-point harness on the front, so that makes it 4 points. On the back, it's got lots too. So that's probably gonna be the last piece for the cage, to be honest. So I'm going to fire up the old Miller and bog deep rib hard, do some welding. I'm excited to have them welded in a couple weeks. Feels like, so do it. Pretty nice. The gappage up here was a little more than desired. The back turned out pretty nice. So it did, get that cleaned up. But turns out, yeah, that looks pretty good. I turned the heat down and kind of fill in the gap up there, but live and learn. Like I said, everything's perfect, so. But I like that, it looks good. Looks good, it's got the beef. She's centered. Kind of, I don't know, yeah, just kind of finishes off a little bit. I like it a lot. So next on by agenda for today, possibly is build a couple steps down. So I might get a work at that. And there's a lot of trimming you got to do and stuff. Like just all these, I've been meaning to trim this out for a while. And it's taken back here, welded onto this, but there's absolutely no need for that to be there anymore. So I might trim it off and get it as flush as I can. Be pretty easy with the plasma. Anyways, let's we'll get going at fabbing up some steps and see how they look. So that should be pretty sweet. So I've been trying to think of how this will look kind of cool, but be functional and not be in the way. And this bar that I didn't use earlier and screwed up the measurements at all. No, because I was planning on using it for this, not for up there. Yeah, 100%. That's what I was thinking. So it already has a pretty good angle. It's like it's meant to be. So I'm thinking there's a mark there to go down 6 inches. That may not be enough. I have to go more of an angle. Go down the 6 inches, and right where that bend is, start bending there, and come across, and then do the same on this way. Will give you. I have to go this side, have to be even a bit steeper yet. And then if you do hit something, it'll kind of down. It'll kind of, you know, push it along, almost like a rock slider in a way. It would be a step too. So that's what I'm kind of thinking that might work. This will take a little finessement to cut a little steeper, but we can do that. So I'm gonna bend that up. Yeah. And I magically have 2 of them, the same length somehow. No idea how that happened. Not a clue. No idea. Not freaking believable, dude. Unbelievable. I started off with this piece, and you can see me effing around over there trying to get it squared, and I don't know what I was thinking. I already had this measurement, and I made this size shorter, so I tried to make this size shorter. Then I cut it crooked. Switch over. Then I cut it crooked. It's still not level, and cut this on way too much of an angle. Now it's not deep enough. It's only 3.5 inches, and James has ginormous club monstrous feet. Club monstrous. I don't know what I was trying to say there. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So I started over. Made a whole freshie. Part of the problem was once I bent it, I couldn't put it in the chop into the bandsaw to get the right 45-degree angle, so you're kind of guessing and it wasn't working. So I started over, made another piece, put it in there first, cut my two 45-degree angles, one on each side, and then did a 45-degree bend on both sides. It's flush, like bang on flush, front, back, easy to weld, nice big gap. I didn't measure it, but it's like, I think it's like a 5-inch gap. Okay, 4.5 inch gap, which would be lots for a boot. See? Bro, you didn't even have a snow boot on. I think you'll be able to get it in there. I'm gonna try and weld, I'll just move that over. And I used to weld it just kind of like that, just a touch outside of the floor, but I think that looks pretty sick, to be honest. I like it. It's not too low. I wouldn't want it any lower. You don't want it, you know, when you're stuck in a mud hole, that's the last thing you want. But the transmission is way lower, and obviously so is the axles, but it looks right, you know. Could I have brought it down really steep and across to line up with this? Could have. I think it would look a little funny. Maybe this looks funny to some people, but it's a nice big footstep. You can get at it from multiple angles. If you brought your foot in like this on an angle, you can still get your foot in there. So I like it. I'm gonna make another one. I'm not gonna videotape that. I'm gonna get this tacked in place. Yeah, boys, that looks sick. I like it. I like it a lot. You could use that to strap this bitch down. Come over under the frame, over to the next one, strap her down, guaranteed. That sucker ain't going nowhere. No problem getting your foot in. Lots of room. Boom. Stand up. You know what? Do a demo. Go do a demo here. Look at that. Oh, it looks so good. Look at this. Put it in. Boom. In. Ready to use this foot. Grab the handle. Boom. Right into the seat. Like effortless. Even for someone of James's unnaturally big shoulders. The guy's buff. The guy's buff. Yep, it's gonna be good. I like it. I like it a lot. I like that too. I like that a lot. I know it seems kind of silly, an entire video on those two things, but there's a lot of work. And with that, that is gonna end this video. My hair is a complete disaster, I am sure. Let's hide it, it's better. Yeah, so it was fun, it's good. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Look at that. I was gonna mention that. I actually welded this side, this first, to make it pull, and it did. Just the right amount. Minty. Anyways, sidetracked completely there. So yeah, tomorrow, I'm excited for tomorrow. We'll get going on this, the stuff that makes this thing go, because I'm running out of stuff to actually weld on this, which is what I like to do. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you liked it. I get some constant viewers. We're 41 subscribers, by the way. and this will be number 69. Video number 69. So that's good. Thank you. Thanks, you. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Really do. Doesn't seem worth it sometimes to keep going, but we're gonna have some banger videos come soon as the weather turns, which it is very quickly. So we'll get some more riding videos in, some deep ass mud videos, some 34-inch Moto Havoc videos, which I'm very excited for. I'm sure Dirk's excited to try out his 30-inch Outlaws as well. And yeah, that's gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for today. Twisted side-by-side shop video. It was fun. Appreciate it. And subscribe, smash the like button, give it a big old thumbs up, and yeah, fucking see you later.